So as far as these things go, we could go back to the caves below the mines to keep looking for Marcus. But do mind, if I remember correctly... Hold on. Caves here. Beyond that ladder, things are gonna pick up in terms of difficulty, and we might not be ready for it. Yes. Not sure either. I mean, all of that aside, we are getting closer, yes. Well, I wouldn't mind getting some truth right about now. Did you know? Anyway, here. Lower Rock is where things are starting to get weird. Now, Amelia insists that we do stand a chance. I guess so, yes. We have become stronger since we started. But, this is not gonna be a cakewalk. No, and that is going to be the least of our problems. Now, the enemies we are going to encounter here are something else. And we might be under-leveled, and we might very likely be under-equipped to deal with them. It might very well be that we need to retreat and do some other things before we return here. Well, let's see. Let's see. See, that's what I mean. They do a lot of damage here. And unless we learn how to tank some of the damage, we might be in a bit of a tight spot. Well, both are knocked down. We can set this one on fire. This one is already poisoned, but we can lunge at it. And we can set it on fire too. Now our usual strategy of just stacking status effects on top of them is probably going to do us some good for a while. But it's going to come to its limits eventually. Yes. I mean, for now we should be fine. Yes, we should be. But again, there are limits. Nothing here beyond a single shelf. Well, fine. Be that way. However, there is a chest here. And same encounter as last time. Which is all fine by me. Yeah, you're preparing your spells. And I'm going to particle radiate you. And let's hope that that's going to do us some good. Yes, I remember that. Those attacks are rather nasty. And there is... I mean, that's probably not going to help us much, but sure, let's resurrect her. Flinched goods. Let's take that one out first. Yeah. I mean, both of them are going to be pretty nasty, but let's guard with her for now. See, enemies will be more aggressive towards injured characters. So basically, you want to do your best to protect them as much as you can. Yeah, let's down a healing potion. Lunge at this one. And there it goes. And I feel like then we should be as fine as we are ever going to be. See, I wasn't kidding. There is a difficulty spike here. And technically, it's still doable. Like, we aren't completely under-equipped. But, yeah, things are gonna be picking up now. Maybe this is gonna be slightly better. Also, maybe I can teach Alex some new abilities. Double Strike. Eviscerate. Acid Strike I already have. Well, no, Poison Strike and Acid Strike are two different attacks. Dark Strike, no, Water Strike, and Eviscerate. Attack times Dexterity by half minus enemy defense. Like, both this and Acid Strike are kind of tempting. But let's go for Eviscerate now. There would be another ladder downwards. But we shall not take it before we haven't explored this floor a bit more. 94 gold. 72 gold. And just so that it isn't all a waste once we die, let's save. Of course, leaving the floor means enemies are going to respawn. But what of it? Let's just rejoice in the loot we found. Oh, slightly more. Slightly more. There is an absolutely invisible passageway here, which, yeah, sort of suggests to us that there might be one more here. Superior Shadow Robe. Cool, cool. 2 healing potions. Still very cool. What might be ahead there? Our very probable doom. Shield bash this one. Poison strike this one, maybe. Set this one on fire. Irradiate the both of them. Hamstring this one. Try for an impale on him. As long as this takes me out in one hit, I think this is going to be a nightmare. Oh, come the F on. Do I have any spell that would hit the both of them? Well, we can increase the damage this guy takes. We can try to hamstring him. Yeah, I don't know how to go about this. Is this one already poisoned? Yes. Missed. Very good. Now this one's dead, which is fantastic, I might say. Let's go for an eviscerate on him. I'm still not sure if that is worth it, but let's try. Ooh, nice. And just to make sure he goes down. And he does. Yeah, let's wait till we're healed up and do something else in the meanwhile. 65, sure, nice. And those invisible pathways show us something. But yeah. Like that one attack just takes out Violet in one shot, which is worrisome. Worrisome indeed. And this guy's following us, which I would rather he didn't. You're just gonna hang around here, block the path? No. Okay. No, no, no. Come down here. Come down here. I'm planning to go up there pretty soon. Yeah, almost full on health. Two of those, eh? See, if I had a way to stop them from casting spells, that would be great. And there is a status effect to inflict that. But, well, I don't have anything that does. So I guess we have to do this the hard way. Yeah, whatever. Fire Strike is something we can't use right now. But we can Sunder. We can try and Eviscerate on him. And I guess an Impale. Oh, nice. Well, cool. That should not be too bad, I imagine. Is Leg Shot going to be... Nah, probably not. I mean, it doesn't even have legs, right? Yeah, that's more like it. We're even getting a level up out of it. Cool. So again, waiting till our health is replenished. And then we're going for the last one, guarding those chests up there. By the way, did I... Superior Ladder... Messer and Monstering... I don't like what this does to my dexterity. This would be nice if I used magic more. Same for this. This would increase my defense by a good bit, but slightly lower some other things. I might want to put it on though. I might want to put it on. Okay then. So what do we have here? Let's disarm this guy. Let's eviscerate this guy. Let's poison this one. Fuck, counter that. Well, counter this then. I don't particularly like having all of those status effects put on Violet, but what am I gonna do? What am I going to do? The sick monster, my favorite kind of monster. Set him on fire. Lunge at him. He already is poisoned. Let's go for Mog. God, those status effects are quite nasty indeed. Lower his defense. Already is poisoned, so try for a lunge. Already is on fire too, which very cool. Is leg shot going to help? Kinda. Would be nice if our Impale was gonna restore, but no, not yet. Well, now then. That's a level up for 2 party members. And some treasure for us. Superior Earth Cloak. Sweet. 90 gold. Sweet. Which probably means, once again, a pretty good time to save. Yeah, I think from now on it's probably wiser to take this sort of stop-stop-go approach to dungeon crawling. And just be glad for all that we managed to recover from down there, both in terms of experience points and loot. But like, this is the point where being able to actually continue down the dungeon is not something we can really take for granted anymore. No, this guy's not much of an issue. We faced worse. Much worse. Yeah, that's what I mean. Right. Yeah, sure. And there's one more, but I don't think he should be that difficult to deal with either. But he is guarding a population upgrade for our ghost town. And I don't want to miss out on that. Same one again, seriously? He is fairly immune to status effects though. But fairly weak to burning. So, you know, very manageable. Plus 1 population, please. And I guess this would be a way down. One of many. So there is a mechanic this game has that the more enemies you defeat in an area, like eventually less of them are going to spawn. That, for the record, is also what those pentagrams in the forests do, as well as certain bosses. Like, they decrease the overall strength of enemies. I'm not sure if it's globally or regionally. But there definitely is an actual mechanic in this game. I can promise you that. So, I suppose that is good to know. Those guys are kind of hard to knock down, aren't they? So, one level deeper. And, well, predictably, things aren't going to get easier. This is where I think we are very likely to die, eventually. As you can see, the enemies are many. Artisan Phantom. Cool. So is the loot. The amount of money we pick up is getting a bit more generous. But, yeah, enemy encounters from here on out are gonna be pretty tough. I think this is an alternate way up. Let's try this one. Looks pretty bad. Yes, it does. Not like bad to the point it's not doable, but pretty bad indeed. That gets rid of him. Yeah, it better not be moving as much. And thank God, like all good wizards, those Dark Orc mages are kind of squishy. But so I've mentioned before, can we interact with that lamp? No. Like it's placed in a very, I don't know, conspicuous way. 65, nice. I don't particularly want to go up, I want to go down. Or alternatively, I might want to go north. Yes, it seems like I do want to go north. The physical edge of the world. Fascinating. The hotel that we've heard so much about. But I feel like before we keep venturing there, let's do some other things. Now, you might think that this might be endgame or something, But let me assure you, it's not. It's well, we're gonna get there when we get there. For now, let's just get our money in here. Sector 6, yes. Uh-huh. Now just shut up and give me your money. How much of that do I have right now? A good 3,500. Interesting. Weapons, armor, accessory. What is this man selling in terms of armor? Elite leather, master leather, artisan gator hide, superior gator hides. Immunity to poison is nice and all, but superior chainmail, artisan chainmail, master chainmail. +1 max HP, eh? Full plate. You know, a shield is probably something I should buy. Considering Violet kinda does serve as the closest thing we have to a tank. Demon shield. Damage reduction, weight 50. That's quite heavy, isn't it? But at least the master steel shield should be in there for us. In return, we can sell some other things we are never going to use. Like those phantom clothes. Probably the superior earth cloak. Yeah. And that, well, I mean, those were basically trash. But sure, we're gonna sell those too. Superior goblin swords. Yeah, no. It's not that superior. Hunter bow. Yeah, we have something better there too. And we don't need no stone scepter either. Perhaps we might also hire some additional workers for mine. We might also put some people on golem duty. Yeah, but more people into mining duty. No ghosts available? Guess that was it then. Well, let's try another one of those. Boy, those are ugly. And honestly, Corpse Eater is also quite an ugly name. But that does some damage. Good. So, if I understand it correctly, the golem is fairly weak. No, is fairly slow but fairly strong, is what I mean to say. Which is okay, I guess. By which you mean our golem. Not the one we are fighting right now, obviously. Yeah, look at that. Actually, no. Let's use Eviscerate on that guy. Which leaves him. Which shouldn't be all that bad. I think... Can he be set on fire? Let's hope so. And there he goes. This is starting to be quite lucrative, isn't it? Like, I think doing 1 or 2 of these once in a while... you know, might somewhat pay off. Now what else is going on here in town? There's this completely empty building. And this less empty building. Now again, before we go deeper into that mine, let's have a look at some other stuff first.